ALBA-TCP, creation of a network of research centers in fisheries and agriculture, the use of the existing technical and productive capacities of the Ezequiel Zamora Fishing Farming Complex. First, consolidate Agro-ALBA as a strategic mechanism for a cooperation integration of ALBA-TCP aimed at strengthening agricultural, livestock, and agro-industrial production by developing strategic alliances to facilitate access to productive land according to the capacities and needs of each nation. Provide technical and logistical support to guarantee the effective production of items prioritized for the food sovereignty of our peoples, promoting a sustainable solidarity and complementarity model. Formalize the creation of a regional investment fund for agri-food development, prioritizing sustainable production and agro-industrial transformation projects. Work on the implementation of a unified phytosanitary and soil sanitary certification system to facilitate agricultural livestock trade within ALBA-TCP. Move forward with the regional standardization of phytosanitary and soil sanitary certificates for agricultural, livestock, fishery, and agriculture as part of the unified certification system to facilitate trade within ALBA-TCP. A regional technical committee will be created to design and implement this system with a 12-month deadline for the adoption of common regulations and integration of sanitary control mechanisms. Adopt a regional plan to promote regenerative and agroecological agriculture, ensuring sustainable production and efficient use of natural resources. Create a program for the transfer of knowledge and agroecological technologies among member countries, prioritizing the training of producers and technicians in regenerative practices. Work on developing a common agroecological protocol adapted to the production condition of each country. Establish a joint fishing fleet as a mechanism to boost and strengthen economic supportive and complementary relations among member countries. Create a network of research centers of the fishing, agriculture, and related sciences sectors within ALBA-TCP to strengthen scientific research and innovation. Establish the ALBA-TCP block for participation in any fisheries and agriculture integration mechanism, as well as in various intergovernmental fora related to the sector, such as coffee, agriculture coffee, and subcommittees such as the Fisheries Management Committee. Design a common framework for the use of fishery resources shared among member countries. Create an ad hoc group or a fisheries and agriculture working group of the ALBA-TCP, and finally include the fishing and agriculture sector in the ALBA-TCP Social Council, as well as incorporate it into the ALBA-TCP Council of Social Movements. This is the minutes of this meeting. If there is no objection or further contribution, it is approved. Thank you very much. Ministers. Thank you, ministers, delegations, for participating. We have concrete agreements. It is now time to move forward, and among those progress, we are going to sign a number of concrete instruments of cooperation.
Beginning of the signing of agreements, program of cooperation between...
We're listening to Jorge Arreaza, Secretary General of the ALBA-TCP mechanism, as he read the joint declaration after the meeting of ministers of agriculture and fisheries for the ALBA-TCP countries that are meeting at the moment in Caracas. This is a continuation of the proposal of reintroducing and rethinking the Agro-ALBA agreement that was proposed by Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro at the ALBA summit to be held in past December. So after that meeting, there was a proposal to continue this Agro-ALBA procedures and process that have to do with joint cooperation between the ALBA countries, also by guest countries that are invited to join the initiative, an initiative that seeks to strengthen cooperation and ties between this nation, particularly in the fields of agriculture, of fisheries, of food production in particular, to achieve food sovereignty through cooperation and cooperative development. We see the joining and the signing of the joint declaration that Jorge Arreaza has just read. Let's recall that he also mentioned that a series of specific cooperation mechanisms were to be signed as well in the process of these joint development that seeks to foster the production of food in different fields between the members of the countries. Initiatives that are involved in Agro-ALBA have to do, for example, with boosting production and also the cultivation of different crops, exchange of techniques, exchange of lands as well, in the objective of, through that joint cooperation, being able to boost food production. Let's recall that the achievement of food sovereignty is one of the main challenges, not only for ALBA countries in particular, but countries in the whole global south. Caribbean nations in particular have a very strong challenge with this topic due to the impact of climate change on the quality of soils, for example, of the destruction of crops and fields that the different tropical storms and hurricanes have had a big impact on those crops, and therefore on the possibility of those countries maintaining their food production.